Oh, lots has happened. So we left Florida and went to New Jersey. We have a yearbook conference in New Jersey. And that was an exciting adventure getting from Florida to New Jersey. I thought it would be great and saved us $100 to fly into Philadelphia because we were going to Princeton. And Princeton doesn't have its own airport. So it was either Newark or Philadelphia. So I figured we'd go to Philadelphia and ride the train. Easier said than done. We were just in New Jersey and now we're back again, but it was different this time for sure. The conference was amazing. We learned so much. They had offered us a grant or a repayment kind of for our plane tickets and for one of our plane tickets. So we were able to do that, but basically we paid for ourselves to get there. And they said that everything was on them when we got back, which, it's nice to say that, but half the time when you go to these things, there's always little incidentals like if you want to buy this food or if you want to get a drink or if you want to do that, everything, costs a little bit, or there's little things you have to pay for. Literally everything was on them. They didn't care what you were eating, what you were drinking, what you were doing, activities, events, everything was on them. It was fun. We had a blast. It was the best conference I've ever been to. Granted, I've only been to one other one, but it was pretty awesome. It was 3 days of lots of classes between meals and evening outings. So they actually paid for us to have evening outings. Yeah. The best part was the whole time was spent networking and getting to know other yearbook advisors and teachers and being able to talk to them about what works for them and giving them tips and tricks for what we've done in the past. We met people from all over the country that teach at all different levels of education. There were Christian schools, there were private schools, there were public schools, there were K through 12 schools, there were preschools, there were just high schools, just middle, just elementary. You name it, there was a group of them there. It was so neat. I didn't find any schools that were as big as we were, which was kind of interesting, but we're a big school. So I don't know. Anyways, like I said, the last conference I went to, the only thing that was paid for were the conferences and the plane tickets. The school paid for the plane tickets. We had to pay for our meals, which was great because I wasn't eating. So I'm like, no, I'm good. But any snacks, any of that kind of stuff. We went out in 3 different groups one night. They said, we're going to do an ice cream, a beer crawl, and a tour of Princeton. You can pick which one you want to. We chose the ice cream because I'm like, I don't want to go see a bunch of people get drunk that I don't know. And you never know what people are going to be like when they're drinking. It's kind of weird. And I really didn't care what Princeton looked like. We drove by it and I'm like, oh, yay, there's Princeton. But that was the best ice cream I'd ever had. And it was my favorite because it was like sour cream. The sour cream ice cream. It's called creme fraiche or something like that. It's so good. Anyways, best ice cream. We did tour the plant where the yearbooks are made. They also make other books for other companies, so I can't show pictures because it's all a bunch of confidential stuff. But it was neat. It was really neat getting to see how they assemble them. They put a lot of work into each individual book, not just the set of books, but each individual book. And the process that each one of those goes through was just amazing and exciting. But I've never felt so welcome, appreciated, comfortable, just all around content and happy to be myself with a group of strangers in such a long time. Every boss, employee, and anyone else associated, they were amazing. They were helpful and kind. And if you're looking for a yearbook company for your school or somebody to do a book for you, hit me up. I'll let you know. They are amazing. I'll get you their information. But they are a small-ish business. They're kind of big and they're growing with leaps and bounds, but the product that they put out is phenomenal. It really is. And from there, we were there for 3 days and we left there and headed to New York. But our trip so let me go back. Our trip from Orlando to Princeton was exciting. So we took the plane, then we took a train. We went into Philly, and then Terry wanted to get a Philly cheesesteak from Philadelphia. So we took a train to this market place. I don't remember what it's called, but it was really good. We went to the marketplace, and I'll put a picture of that. And then from there, we hopped on another train, and we went to like the edge of Philadelphia or Pennsylvania. And then we hopped on another train in New Jersey and went from Jersey to Princeton. So we got I was tired. I was really tired of changing trains and planes and all this stuff. We got there, and then we had to get from that terminal to our hotel, and Terry goes, there's a little shuttle bus or something that will take us there, but there's a guy down here with a cab and he's offering to take us there for $22. I'm like, pay the man. So we took a cab and we got dropped off there, and the guy was super nice, and it was just nice to be in a car. Being in a direct route 5 minutes away would have taken us almost an hour on a bus. So I'm all about the 5 minutes away. And we got there and checked into our hotel. I mean, it was just, that part was nice. Now, when we left, they actually drove us to the train station, which was cool. The company that was doing the yearbooks drove us to the train station, and they dropped us off at the train station. We were there with a couple other people that were heading into the city, and we hopped on the train and we rode the train all the way into New York City, to Penn Station, which was really, really cool, and said our goodbyes to the people. And we hopped on our train and went the one train or whatever it was, the subway, and headed down to our hotel down in South Manhattan and in the financial district. And we get down there and it's like, where did I really book this? And I'm thinking, oh, it's the Hampton. And it's like, no, it's the Hilton by Hampton. No, it's the Hampton by Hilton. I don't know which one it was. On one side was the Hampton, on one side of the building was the Hilton. Well, there was a really nice one, and then there was the not so nice one, and then we were in the not so nice one. It ended up being okay though. They had a full breakfast every morning, which was amazing, and the staff was amazing too. So it wasn't quite the Marriott that we stayed in New Jersey, but it wasn't bad. It was clean, and the people were kind, and it was okay. It did well. But I don't want to get into the next one. I will share with you our crazy New York adventures. We were in New York for 2 half days on each end and 2 full days in the middle. So almost 4 days, but more like 3 days. And oh, wow, did we cram a bunch in. But I'll share that with you next time. Come back and see what's going on.